Hi folks, it's Lee and Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm. We are headed to the river bottoms. We live right at the confluence of the Mississippi and Ohio rivers. And right down from our house is the river bottoms. That's what they call it. It's the bottom land before you get to the river. And we are going down to a landing they call Mound City Landing that is on the Ohio River. So we go down here sometimes. Lee goes fishing down here a lot, and a lot of hunters come down here hunting and fishing and four-wheeler riding and things like that. And some people just go riding through the bottoms. It's kind of bumpy. It's a gravel road. It's very bumpy and rough. And we're in Lee's old truck. It's kind of bumpy and rough too and loud. And so we're gonna head down here and look for some driftwood. I want some driftwood to put in with my quail. And my daughter had been down here a couple weeks ago, and she found a really nice driftwood that had holes through it. And I thought that'd be neat for the quail to go in and out of. And this is the first time we're taking the little dog with us. I'll show you a little bit of what the river bottoms look like. When we get on down a little ways, there'll be some farmland, but mostly it's just gravel road and trees and
lakes and woods.
There's a lot of little lakes down here off these little roads. I'll show you, like off the little roads like that, then you'll find lakes down those. Let's see if I can see farmland. Mostly corn and soybeans that they grow down here. And there's several sloughs. Marshmallow growing wild all over the place. I've got to dig some of that up and take it home. Anyway, there's a lot of good fishing and hunting down here. The county is trying to get more tourism going on down here, trying to draw in some kayaking and things like that. They are about to try to pass a where you can ride four-wheelers through here, and actually people do it anyway. And I guess that's part of the tourism, is that it would attract more people that they could ride their four-wheelers down here legally. And let's see, there's soybeans. Some of it is posted. Some of the hunting clubs that come down here have their property posted, but a lot of it is not posted land. Some of it is.
But there's a lot of public land too.
Yeah.
That isn't owned, privately owned.
Right up here to the left over here, just past that tree line, or kind of up in that tree line, was an Indian mound. They call the twin mounds. It's two mounds, two Indian mounds, and they have farmed it and plowed it down, some of it, but there's still a small mound there, and then the rest of it they have plowed out. And if you go out into that farmland, you can find arrowheads. The last I heard, it was gated off. You couldn't get up in there, but we have been in there years ago several times. Corn on one side, soybeans on the other. That's about all that's grown around here anymore. It used to be lots of tobacco grown here, but there's very little tobacco grown here anymore. We're getting close down here to where we are real close to the river now, and there's a little spot down here we'll turn in and be at the river at the Mound City Landing. to go camping down here a lot. We haven't been in several years, but we used to go camping down in this spot a lot. There's the Ohio River. All right.
We're here.
What do you think, Buster? There's actually a boat ramp that goes straight down through here, but they don't have it cleaned off. When the water gets up, it gets covered with sand and stuff, and nobody has cleaned that off in a long time, it looks like. Another barge coming down that looks like it has gotten loose. There's some. Zoom back out there. There, you can always find weights and floats and lures. There's a big old rope. Sometimes you'll find them like that and they'll be good. They'll be good use. Let's see. I don't know about him, but possibly. That's a good, nice. He looks like he's been tangled up quite a bit, so I don't know how good, but you find stuff like that down here all the time. There'll be some beautiful driftwood. The Mississippi is right down there, just not very far down. Probably another maybe half mile, if that. The Mississippi runs into the Ohio. Right down there where all those barges are lined up. It's where the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi is, right down there. And that's up the Ohio towards Paducah. Here's that boat ramp. A little bit of it's showing, but not much. Anyway, so Lee has taken off and left me way on down there. I'm going to get out here and get on down the bank where he's at and try to find me some good driftwood for my quail. The last time we camped down here, we camped right here. There is a level spot all the way up through there. There's level sand. There's a little road that comes through and comes right up there also. And so we usually come on down and come to that spot and camped here if we were going to set up tents, because it's kind of flat through a couple of spots there. Oh, I found a cool spot. May have to stop here a minute.
Right there's where I backed up at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's where we come in at. When we camp here, we come in right there and back up right to that spot right there. And then we've got all this up through here. Good flat spots. And shade. I'm always foraging, always watching for something. There's lamb's quarters. You can tell because of the way the leaves look and the little Dusty Miller looking right in the top few branches. Show this one. There's another one. Lamb's quarters. That is good for you and good in a salad. Got lots of vitamins and minerals and good in a salad. So nice and peaceful down here. We really should come down here more often. We used to. We've just gotten so busy in our lives that we don't come as much as we used to. But it's so peaceful, almost calming. Hearing the water lap the shore. I mean, except for the loud noise from the plants over there. You can hear that. And you can hear the barges. The barges don't bother me near as bad because that sound is kind of, I don't know, comforting too almost. But mostly, especially at night, you can really hear those little waves just lapping the bank down there. and it's just peaceful and calming. Where the water was way up high and uprooted the trees. But it's a nice little cozy spot here also. It's shaded and flat spots of sand. Look at this massive chunk. There's three trees there together and one massive root wad that has washed up out of the ground. Massive. Three trees. And I don't even see a spot where that came from. So that possibly washed all the way down from somewhere else. Because I don't see a spot where that would have come out of. It didn't come out of right here. There's nothing, no place where that would have come out of. So it probably washed all the way down from, well, it is hot out, but it's really cool. You've got a breeze coming off that water, and up under the shade, it feels really good. It's a cool, just a cool breeze blowing off the water, and up here in the shade, and it just feels, you could just sit here, no problem. And it's a hot day. I think he has enjoyed his first trip down here. He has run up and down, all around. He's hot. Go down there and get you a drink, silly. You're 5 feet from the... There you go. You figured it out. He don't bail off in there because it's kind of stinky. There is, it is a fishing, stinky fishing spot, so yeah, that would be a pretty one if it wasn't attached to a whole tree. We need to bring the chainsaw, cut that off and get it. It'd be a pretty one. He finally realized that he could drink out of that. He ran around here panting for the longest time, and I kept saying, get you a drink, and he wouldn't do it. He finally figured it out, I guess. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no. Yeah, that's going to be fun to take home. Well, that's all right. I should have brought a towel, though.